Yesterday I closed 2 clients on back-to-back sales calls, and I will be running ads for them from a 20 to 50% commission basis. And no, I don't run an SMMA. It's just me spending some time and delivering services for these clients. And in this video, I'll get into the framework that brought me here and what exactly you can do to catch up to my position if you're interested in agency work or anything related. The first thing I'll tell you guys is don't be afraid to give something for free, and it builds trust between you and the potential client. I've mentioned this before. Be willing to work for free at the beginning, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's still kind of at their loss because you're using them as collateral for risk, right? So you're kind of using their business and their money if you're running ads as your learning experience. So if you fuck up, if you mess up, then that comes out of their pocket, right? But both of these clients calls were no more than 45 minutes long, closed them back to back, onboarded them and everything, and there was no negotiation necessary. I just gave my proposal to both of them and they agreed with it because they have already worked with me before. I've already provided them value, whether it was for free, whether it was for a small fee. It goes a long way. It builds trust, right? Whether me being already part of their business and chatting with them on WhatsApp, it goes a long way versus just a random guru that might have more experience than me, but they don't trust him yet. Another thing that I would like to mention is don't be afraid to pivot your offer, right? Like I mentioned in a previous video, I pivoted from offering strictly automations to services that would populate these automations with tons of leads. So I went into running, a little bit of paid ads there, referrals, organic traffic, and right now I'm kind of offering services, all under the rainbow. Whether that's good or bad, but I'm definitely learning, a lot of skills at once, and I'm developing as a person, and I think that's what matters at the end of the day. Whether I choose to continue doing, generalist style skills for all these people, or whether I choose to, specialize in one and really get streamlined and have the capability to scale higher. As long as I have, paying clients and it's easier on my end, then it's a no-brainer. But yeah, we'll see where we go from here. Now, the reason why I transitioned from just automations to paid ads is because through speaking with my clients and the information and the feedback that they've been giving me, I heard that they are struggling to get leads, right? So that's kind of the main focus, especially for these smaller to medium sized guys. And even if I reach out to a bigger guy, I mean, he's gonna want more testimonials and all this, right? So there's still a lot of groundwork to be done before automations are feasible. But now, because I pivoted my offer, I'm better armed to attack the market, and my outreach will be a lot more effective, as quite literally I'm just trying to help people as much as possible, right? And you can't really beat that. Like, people can sense it off of you, and it really goes a long way. And then finally, I'll leave you guys with this. Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Find a problem in their business, target it, and solve it, right? Simple as that. Whatever you think that is, try an offer in the market. If it doesn't, get you the reception you want, and you're certain that there's no other way to enhance that offer, change. There's nothing wrong with changing. You can still be offering the same people and, just a little bit of a different service. And it's not like you're changing business models from a brick and mortar store to online dental checks, like something completely outrageous, right? Because when you stay in the same business model for a long enough period of time, the mistakes that you made and the things that you learned just stack on top of each other. So yes, there is a point where it doesn't make sense to switch. You should just try and stick it out, especially if people before you already made it, right? Then it's possible. So if you stick it out long enough and you take, the mistakes and everything, then you'll learn, and eventually you'll become an expert in that niche, and you'll get paid accordingly if it's a skill that's valuable. And it won't get any simpler than that. You are just trying to find a winning offer that will get people to bite in your niche. And no, you don't need to form like an LLC, and you don't need to start hiring contractors like, all these SMMA gurus tell you. All you need is you, and you start out by yourself, learn all the skills that is necessary, and then fulfill some clients. You'll probably be overwhelmed with work like I am right now, hence why this video is a little bit delayed. And then you'll get paid. When you learn all the skills in the business, then when you go to hire somebody, you'll be better equipped to understand, hey, can they handle this role? or can I teach them into this role? And the reason why I'm advocating for a solo start is because it won't be easy to outsource everything at first. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because, I mean, it may be easy to outsource everything, right? And it may be tempting, but working solo at the beginning will give you higher profit margins. And when you're ready to hire talent, you'll be better prepared, like I mentioned. So you start as a freelancer and then develop kind of into an agency model when you feel you've reached the time limit or clients are asking for more, or you've reached the ceiling of what you can do alone. And then you make moves. I mean, that's business, right? You make a plan, you go through with it, and once you've reached kind of the ceiling of the plan, you gotta observe the landscape and say, okay, well, I think going this way is the next best move, right? That's all business is, right? It's just iteration cycles. Work solo, learn everything, get higher profit margins, talk to clients one-on-one. Then once you think, you don't have enough time a day to fulfill these clients, or, they're referring a ton of people to you, then it's time to look for a solution. And that's why businesses hire people. If you guys have any questions, make sure you click the link in the description to join the Discord. It's for small YouTubers and freelancers, and we even have some musicians in there. I already had a few brothers join, and I can, answer your questions one by one in a chat instead of in a comment. If you guys want to get started on freelancing, not sure what you want to offer, wanting, a second opinion on your plan, I'm more than willing to, sit down with you guys and kind of see what you're working with and give you my opinion, right? And then also, subscribe, helps out a lot. And make sure you comment. We're trying to grow out here. Last video blew up, so appreciate you guys.